All right. Got the stream up. Everybody's on. Looking good. All right. Everybody, welcome to the stream. We'll start off with character introductions as always. Free, you're up first. Take it away.
Free Walker is the 5th level Goliath fighter, and he is very excited to get a second attack every round.
Redav.
Oh, same here. 5th level paladin, and love that I got a second attack and now second level spells.
Maravac.
Maravac's the newly adorned 5th level bard of the group, and I'm interested still in commissioning some artwork.
Morthos.
Morthos is the 5th level rogue of the group. Looking forward to being able to backstab even harder.
Bart.
And Bart is the now 5th level sorcerer and fireball. That is all.
That's true. All right. Well, I believe we left off. You've done some recon around town, kind of talking to several individuals, just kind of getting the lay of the land. Heard a few rumors. Sold a few goods. Oh, here they go. Some more. And I believe we turned in for the night, correct? At the swinging sword. And
yes, I think we did.
Mm-hmm. And you find yourselves newly refreshed, revigorated, feeling just Billy Badass, and wake up to meet downstairs in the common room of the swinging sword. And there you go. What are we doing, folks?
Can you reshare the maps with us?
That'd be helpful, no, wouldn't it? Thank you. Minor things.
Yeah, minor.
And as you know, this is the end, the swinging sword, where you're at.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to do here in town? We dropped off the plate mill with the armor smith. He told us to come back tomorrow.
Well, it's morning.
Right. So before we run off out of town, we need to give him some time to look at his stuff and go back and see him. But other than that, there's nothing else in town that I particularly want to do.
Well, I'd like to try to go find some potions, health potions.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few of those, I think, don't we?
Let's see if you're asking
I personally
for
have none.
That.
Yeah, I have 2. I can give you one.
Yeah, we've gotten lots of information about lots of little things here. I have a feeling that once we get all the way back down to the capital, we're just going to get some more info and get sent back out. So if we wanted to, we could probably try and do one of the 2 little side things that some of these town people wanted before we leave. I personally am interested if you guys have a detect magic ready to go find out if that inn is really haunted or if there's some sort of ghost or something there.
You know I'm all about ghosts.
Yeah, Redav, I dragged a potion of healing into the party sheet if you want to grab it out of there.
Okay. Hey, I just noticed I've got one. Did you want to go ahead and keep that one?
Okay.
Well, y'all are waiting and I guess getting prepped, and Calissa comes walking through the kitchen area and sees you all there and bids you a good morning. And she asks, how was your evening, your stay with us last night?
It's the first time we slept in a bed in weeks.
That's good to hear. I'm glad with all the other things going on. We're trying to deal with something up at the quarry. Apparently there's a couple of the miners last night were run off because there were some people standing on the side of the hill area overlooking it, and apparently in masks or something, and we're watching the miners come in out of the quarry and ran them off. They're so scared. So this trouble's just got to stop.
Oh, Where would the miners that got ran off? Do they like have a place around here, or would they be gathering in a local tavern where we could talk to them?
Yeah, she's talking. Yeah, the quarry that's just right up north of the edge of town. They do some stone work out of there, and there was laborers, but basically overnight laborers that were run off. They could be in the Helm across the street. There is possibilities that could be at the boarding house, which is Mother Yolanthus, which is just behind the High Helm. It's the next big building right there behind it. Some of the residents and guests stay there. You can't hard to miss her. She's a rail thin woman. And you'll find her. Just try to smell pipe smoke. You'll find her somewhere smoking a pipe. It's a nasty habit, but she likes
Sounds
it.
like a perfect match for Free Walker.
Yeah, I need a real thin woman.
Rail thin chain smoker.
I still have that nice ornamented pipe. It's a good time.
I was about to say that. Be a good match for Morthos.
Right. Yeah. So she tells you that, that's what their quarry workers just were. Some strange people were up there, and if the owner of Malikio, I think it's Malikio, doesn't get some of her workers back, that's a problem because she's busy running shifts all day and all night long because of the orders that are coming in from the area. And
what do they mine up there?
Stone. It's just basic, quarry, but not worth if there's really anything. It's slate, marble.
Hey, Free Walker, you feel like going undercover as a shirtless stonemason?
Going undercover as a shirtless
stone rock cutter?
No.
Anything shirtless. Just go undercover.
And would I be removing my covers in?
He says, if you you want some more information about it, I'm sure if those fools are, going to blab up that the people were staring at them, they're got to be over at the High Helm, I would have to think, spend
even at this time of morning.
They didn't leave apparently after they were working in the middle of the night and saw the figure standing up on top of the hill and fled and made it a good excuse to go get drunk.
All right, let's go talk to these miners and see if we can do something about that.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Let's just make sure their parents are present first.
Parents.
Because they're minors, right?
Boo, boo.
That was a real knee slap.
Come on, that wasn't that bad.
That was
It's not the first time you used to do that.
I know.
Can we take away inspiration?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think. Does he have it?
Oh, great time to bring up. Speaking of inspiration, guys, Bardic Inspiration now is a D8 instead of a D6.
Nice.
Keep that in mind.
All right.
Very good. That's a nice improvement.
There we go. Let's go find these kids.
And how many times a day can you use that? Did that change?
Let me take a look. I want to say no, but now I have Font of Inspiration, so I only need a short rest to get them all back.
Nice.
Yeah, still set at 3.
Okay. Well, let's eat breakfast, gloss over that, and then mosey on over to the helm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She goes, go take care of that. I've got to run over to see the Tonlars. Apparently their children are they're not wanting to do their chores. And they're speaking up some wild tales about a plague out by the Lance Rock, which just can't be true. But I'm going to go over there and check up on them. There's just too many troubles in this town of late. And she kind of stomps off and heads out the door.
As she's running out, where's the Lance Rock in town?
The Lance Rock is a monument that is south west of town. that she says you can't. It's not very hard to find at all. You head on out the long road, and not very far. Once you go south, you look to the right, and it's a prominent landmark. It's an old slender stone monolith that just kind of jumps out of the middle of nowhere. Not too hard to find. Everybody knows about it.
Okay, cool.
It can be seen from
Just wanted to
it can be
jot it
seen
down
from the
for
road.
later.
Yeah. Yep. Used to be a fun a nice place that people would picnic and spend time outside and all that, but not of late. So we heading. What are we going? We're heading over to the High Helm.
Yep.
Yep.
Please.
And walk in there, and it's just. I think I've sent it to you before, but just in case.
That's the first time I walked in there, I think. Oh yeah, we've seen the description of it.
Yeah. Then you walk in, and it's got. There are several people, yes, and then your typical your early morning drinkers, eating a little food too. Some drinking actually coffee, mostly coffee with something else in it. Human commoner named Garland. He comes over. He is the owner, and he I think he's. I'm trying to see if he saw y'all or not, but we'll say if he hadn't. But he motions you over to a table that will accommodate the group, and a little bit early morning start to you, gents. What can I get you?
Mead.
Plenty of that to go around. What about the rest of you fellows?
I'm fine with just a nice stout coffee. And I was curious if any of the people that work the overnight shift at the quarry north of town were about, and if he could point them out to us.
The lugs over there. Yeah. He says it's Darmal and Greyhorn is what he's called, just because he's just got a gray stout of hair. There's two buffoons over there, and he points to over a table, and there's a couple, dirty individuals, drunk, damn near passed out, on the table there, and trying to, you can hear them yell out every now and then, but it's true. They were standing up on the top of the hill, looking at us, just standing there. Just the spookiest thing I've ever seen. I don't want to go back into that mine hole. They can have the Forsaken place for all I care. It's the truth. No one wants to believe us, but I saw what I saw. And people kind of.
What'd you see?
We were doing our normal jobs and, minding our own biz. And when we came out from bringing up one of our loads and all that, standing on the top of the hill, just staring out at us was
A banshee?
What? What's no, nothing like that. All I could see was there's some individuals. They had cloaks that were kind of flowing. I'd say there was 3. Now there was 4. I only saw 3. I think you're lying. I think that was a tree. That was 4 of them. They 2 are kind of bantering back and forth. And they said they just, robes flowing, dark robes, but they just had these stone masks. If I could tell, they were just kind of, they look like stone just because I look at enough stone in my days. I can know what's stone and what's metal. I don't know about that. That could have been a metal mask, but
where were they on the hill? On which side of the quarry?
The west. They were standing on the western edge of. If you're looking at the map, there's, like I said, they were here. Whoops. If I could draw the damn right spot. And they're right under the tree line, kind of looking.
Ask them if the metal masks.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying the entrance is just kind of main one they came out of. There's a couple other smaller ones too, entrance where they've kind of carved out, but that's what they saw last night.
Okay, so they actually have a mine shaft going into the hill, is what you're
Yes,
saying?
they do.
Let's see if the metal mask they were wearing and the way they looked matches or even looks remotely like the plate mail that Redav is wearing. I'm assuming he's not wearing his helmet in the tavern.
Right, and the symbol. We could kind of let them take a peek at the symbol and see if they recognize it.
They didn't see no symbol. It was in the middle of the night. These guys were far off up the hill there.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
They did
And
say
I
it was a
didn't-
stone mask too,
I
not
didn't.
metal.
Yeah, stone. I didn't stay to look and gander at what they had on them at their accoutrements. I got to scuttle out of there. I don't need any business. I don't need no scare. I don't need to be dead. How dumb would that be?
What's the name of the foreman or the guy who heads up your shift?
That's just Malikio. She gives us a schedule and we do our biz. It's just
I'm sorry, what was that name?
Malikio, the owner. It's the runs the
The pipe
stonework.
smoking lady?
No, Malikio. No, the pipe smoking lady's at the Motherly Yolantis. She's at the boarding house
Boarding house.
behind y'all. The old dilapidated boarding house. But no, Malikio is Albere Malikio. It's a female human commoner. She runs the quarry. And she's basically runs, a good group out of there. She's got 3 shifts running. Always something going on.
And where
Is-
can we
is
find
the,
this Malikio at?
She's probably up in her office up there at the stonework at the building. There's
How
an
much
office.
does she pay you guys? Is it based on the ton, or you get a flat wage, or?
What we bring out, So it's usually rewarded, by the I don't know, weight of it. She pays okay. It ain't the best, but it's work.
Well, they should pay you more for the hazards you guys have to endure.
Is it just the 2 of them?
Just the 2 that were working that last night in that area. Mm-hmm.
All right. I tell the bartender to give them another round. And
Dang, that's awesome.
all right, and let's go up to Stoneworks to talk to this lady.
All right. So skedaddle on out and head on up to.
So they're highly intoxicated and not really, paying attention or too aware of their surroundings.
No.
Oh no! I hear the music.
Is their coin purse readily visible?
They don't. They spent what they had on the drink. They're not very wealthy gentlemen.
All right, I'll bid them adieu.
So,
4 more of those. Can't find anybody rich to pick his pocket.
Boom.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but our proficiency bonus went up to 3 with this level.
Yeah, I gotta fix y'all.
Yep, I did notice
stat
that.
sheets this weekend. All right. So you head on up there, and it is the last little building. Oops.
Right before the entrance to the mine there.
Yeah, exactly. This little jewel.
So as we're walking up there, are we just going to go in and offer to investigate this problem for her, or do we want to try and go in undercover and just come in and ask for employment on the night shift because we know they have openings?
I was going to tell her that I was going to say that we heard there was an issue and see if she was interested in paying a reward for us to fix it.
Okay, and first of all, I don't disguise real well, just FYI.
And I'm
How
not planning
about-
to take my armor off. I'm just telling you. I'm
Guys,
keeping my armor with
follow
me.
This is my suggestion. We send Bart in mission seduction.
Yeah, I don't know, Bart. how charismatic is Bart?
I don't know where you've been. He's very charismatic. You can do this, right, Bart?
And I think that might be more the domain of the bard. Except the fact that you're a gnome.
There's no fun in that.
I don't know. A gnome seducing somebody could be pretty funny.
Let me see. Chapter 6. Okay. Y'all head on up there, and you will find Alberi Malikio. Boy, they come up with some hard names. She is cursing and cajoling a couple of other workers to get up in. She says, we're running behind, and I don't like running behind. I hate this. There's too much.
Bart,
there's not enough people to get the work done. And she kind of
Bart,
turns
she curses
around.
just like you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
She turns around and looks up at you. What? I'm busy.
Well, we happen to be troubleshooters, and we understand you have some trouble.
What trouble? What? What are we talking about? I've got no
Well,
trouble here.
Okay, well, we heard that you had some people scaring off your miners, and now you're talking about being behind.
Oh, those buffoons. No, I'm behind because I've got a lot of orders in. Sorry, I don't like being stressed out like this.
Okay, well,
my work's
if you
being
don't
backed up. No, I don't have any.
you don't want
You're
to.
stressed.
Okay, well, if you don't want to hire us to fix your problem, then we'll be on our way.
Don't have no problem.
Okay, have a good day, ma'am.
Ma'am, before we go, I couldn't help but hear that you were stressed.
I'm always stressed.
How do you, spend time to relieve that stress?
I'm making my workers get the stone out of this mountain so I can get it shipped off.
Well, and I kind of shove Bart forward. This man right here, he knows various techniques of stress reduction, if you'd be interested.
How so? How so?
Let's just say that I can help with your mind and body.
Well, my mind wouldn't mind it if my body would have other bodies get that stone out of that mountain so I could get these orders filled.
Got a one-track mind, Bart. You got your work cut out.
You wanted, you impress me. Get some of this rock out of the hill, or you're looking for adventure. Go find. There's up by the Thickle Rock Cave. There's a.
We lost Morthos.
Uh-oh. No! Come back, Morthos! Get ready to tell a tale of intrigue and mystery. One moment. She relays that, you wanted to test metal. You want to prove your ways. But the Trickle Rock Cave, there's a legendary treasure that people talk about, but no one has the guts to go up and get. I don't know why.
Now you got my attention. Where's this cave at?
She tells you that you go on up the large path into the mountain, and you can. Let me see where to go.
Which one is the large path? Oh, there it is.
It goes up. It goes up to the northeast, out of town, and Thickle.
I bet Sparky lost power too. Sorry, Morthos. I bet Morthos lost power.
You got storms or just?
Yeah, that's why I lost power a minute ago. We got a storm in the area.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably 25 or 30 miles from me, but there's storms in the area.
Fine. Well, why is my fantasy grounds acting up? Oh, I can't pick up this. I remember what it. Bear with me 1 second. Recover. The Trickle Rock Cave. And the Trickle Rock. Let me see. Red Larch locations. I need the map. Is what I need. Yep, she tells you that it's a little abandoned quarry. Just go up to the large path, and when you go up to you'll see it. It's a good day's walk up the path, and then to the north there'll be a small little trail that'll say Thickle Rock, and just follow that. And it's a cave there that no one goes into. Not sure why I'm talking that way, but it is what it is.
And does anybody have any idea what's in this cave?
Mm-mm. No, I just talk. People talk about it a lot, but no one ever goes there.
Alrighty. That sounds like a winner to me. Let's go find the legendary treasure.
Did
We
get
don't want to hang out and see what's going on here at night.
I asked the lady if she wanted to hire us to troubleshoot it, but she doesn't want to. So let's go to the cave. When we come back, if she wants to change her mind, then we can look at it.
the man with a plan. Let's see. Where am I supposed to? Where did my stuff go? So many maps to look at.
Out of game for a second.
Go
Since we
ahead.
leveled up again, remember when we leveled last time, the hit points, Fantasy Ground wasn't automatically doing it for like the...
That was only if you changed your constitution. It didn't give you your modified hit points from that. It automatically gives you your average hit point plus your constitution modifier.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. I couldn't remember exactly why we had to mess with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you look in the chat up towards the top, you should see when you leveled your character up, it should say average hit points for whatever your 4 additional sorcerer level added to Bartanian, and it should tell you how much it added.
Huh. All right, so we'll give. Well, I guess we're gonna. I can play him just in case until he gets.
Yeah. Imagine once his power comes back up, he'll rejoin.
Mm-hmm.
But don't know how long that's going to be.
That's fine. I'm trying to. There's no map for it. Go figure. So we all head on up the larch path, and.
Does anybody object to that?
Anybody? Nope.
No objection for me.
So. Alright, Morthos, Free, and Redav. My wonderful drawing skills. Alright, you do exactly that. You find yourself headed up the large path. And sure enough, you get spending a good of the day walking, and then there is a sign that kind of points off to the northwest. It says Thickle Rock, and it points on a small, dirt trail, walking path. Doesn't look like it's seen action in quite a long time.
All right, let's head down.
And you move along, and then as you come into a ravine area, and you see what looks to be a crevasse about says vertical crevasse about 3 feet wide and is about 15 feet high. And you do see then what looks to be in the mud around the front of it, there are some boot prints.
I'm sorry, I missed that description.
Right there in the chat, there are some boot prints. And you guys can go to the party sheet, to the order, and you will see my lovely crevasse and opening. My wonderful map that I took a lot of time to work on.
It is quite lovely.
It is. The proportions are correct. So you've got the entranceway, and when you enter in, you will see this. Or you want to move in there? See what you see? Dun, dun, dun. It's only big enough for you. One at a time. Do you continue onward, sir? Did we lose him? Oh, he went mute. 1 second.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I forgot I was on mute. So yeah, that's as far as I go in. And do I see anything in there besides the stalagmites and stalactites?
They dot the floor. There's not much else that you can see without lighting it up, because it's kind of dark back in there behind some of this, some shadows.
Hey Bart, give me a light on the rock, please.
Come on, Free, get in there.
Chuck it up there to Free.
And I throw it right there into the middle of the cave.
Center, yeah. You just hear the ever-present drop of water. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And
I send the owl and just fly around and investigate.
all right, Al, where's our Al?
Bye bye, Al.
Hey, thank you. That is awesome.
That's okay. I can recast it anytime I need to.
Yeah, but you know how much I like messing with him. And yeah, he flies in, and as soon as he gets about 3/4 of the way in, he is dive bombed by your ever friendly
Sturges. I send him off to his pocket dimension.
Oh, come on. They get an attack. You gotta let me have some fun. Man.
It was my fun to deny you your fun.
Man. And they come dive bombing on you then. Weak. Yeah. I don't get to have any fun.
All right, so I'm gonna
Could you just kill them all, please? It's like, how many attacks do you have?
I have 2, and I was gonna think about drawing my axe with it, but I'm just gonna do a burning hands on them.
They're all right there.
I should be able to catch them all with that. Do you actually want to roll that out?
Not really. So, just, thought somebody else might walk in there, but no, Free's got to ruin it for me. All right. Well, that was I didn't think that was going to be anything particularly hard for the group. But yes, the owl flies in, doesn't see anything on the ground, just mud, dirt, a couple leftover carcasses back in the corner, and these creatures, unbeknownst to you, tangled with the wrong Goliath, and you squish them all. Does that make you happy?
Yes.
I don't feel like going through a quick round of combat.
No, neither. But I did go in after I crisped them up a little bit and do a thorough check in the room.
There is nothing in this area at all. Not a damn thing.
That was a waste of time. All right.
No. But you got some XP? Ooh.
20 XP.
I got 20 XP. I didn't break a sweat.
Right.
It's funny, I should have got all of that XP.
Hey, I gave you a freaking rock.
That's right, Bart helped. So
Okay, so we should get 50 each.
you got it.
That's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. I'm joking. All right, let's head back to town.
Yep, you walk back into the large path, and here's the map back, and what are we doing? It's going to be getting toward the end of the day again. That walking, backing up and down is bringing you back to nighttime.
Okay. Well, I guess then if it's nighttime, we'll go back to the inn, drink some dinner in bed. Unless you guys have anything else you want to do.
Yeah, I'll go off and look and see if I can find these guys up on the hill.
Actually,
anybody interested in coming along?
Before if we get there before it's dark, I want to go back and see the smith and see about that armor.
That was the Tantor Smithy. Mm-hmm.
I would, Marowak, but I'm still pretty gun shy about venturing off with just a couple people.
Where's your sense of adventure, Bart?
I left it when I was dying on the ground.
It's funny, after last time, Maribek, I thought you might have learned to be more cautious.
It's
Hell no.
It's a character flaw.
Is it the character flaw or the player?
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired already.
Nah,
Okay, so we're walking down the large path. Who's going where? Or did you make I'll go back to the swinging sword?
I guess if you guys want to go check out and see if we can find these guys, we can go do that. Let's check on the armor first and see if he's willing to give us a bunch of money for them.
So that's Tantor, and that's this gentleman right here. And
Yep. That's right down the large path there.
Mm-hmm. So you head in, and Eldris, he is there, and they, you don't find him in the smithy. Actually, he is in his back part of the smithy, which is kind of their, residence area, and him and his wife Lefra, or just a little. Go ahead.
We'll just leave him alone. We'll come back tomorrow. If he's done working for the day, there's no reason to disturb him.
It looks like it. Things are quieter than you remember last time you were through here. So
yeah, he was working then, and now he's not. So that's fine. We can come back the next day.
Okay, so head on over to Swinging Sword, and.
Or do you guys want to go right up and investigate this hill?
Is it nighttime yet?
It's sun setting. Yes. Sun is setting.
All the freaks come out at night.
I know.
Boom, bada boom. Y'all tell me.
I'm asking, do you guys want to go up there and investigate?
I am absolutely going up there to investigate.
I guess we should probably go. Keep you alive.
I'll go. I'll have some fun.
Yeah.
So
okay,
you guys end up in the entranceway, and
actually, what I was thinking was from the inn we would just go straight up that way.
Okay.
As opposed to going, because I'm not interested in going in the mine where they're mining stone. I want to go up to where they saw the people at.
Okay, so you're sitting up there.
Is that what you guys thinking, or did you want to go back to where they're the actual quarry?
No, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, no, I want to be where they were at.
Mm-hmm. And let me see. We're gonna go back. I don't need the maps. Go back to. And that's Stoneworks. So y'all mull where? Okay, so where would you like put me a circle or square up there? Kind of. I'm gonna remove the mine. Where do y'all want to hang out at?
How about we try to hide in? What are these trees? Are these big trees or like more of a shrubberies and
No,
thickets?
that's a pretty good sized tree.
Okay,
One's
so there's not
there,
really
then there's a
much-
couple back behind, but the ones back behind are kind of on the back side of the hill. So there's the single one that's kind of good.
You're talking about over here?
Well, I'm talking about this tree right here is a good shot of everything. These two are kind of back on the back side of the hill. Kind of a curved, you got some look of this, but it's more of a domed type shape.
Okay. It looks more flat from the map. Okay, I think right where the arrows are at is probably a good place for us to try to hide and wait.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anybody gonna? Everybody needs to give me stealth rolls.
And
Dun, dun.
I'm going to have the
Oh, gee.
I'm going to have the owl perch on top of that tree and keep a
Yeah.
lookout.
All right. I need Morthoses. Where's Morthos? Everybody give me stealthy rolls. Actually, I
Boom.
can probably roll it for the
I
party.
got 25.
Yeah, there's my disadvantage.
That was why I took off my chainmail and put on that breastplate.
Oh, right.
Let me ask you a question. When I'm rolling my stealth, I get a message that says only records which you own can be shared.
That's weird.
Well, quit stealing records.
No. Check. Make sure all your books are open. You may have to log back in again. I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, they are all open.
Relog real quick. See if that clears it up for me, please.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I have him log off,
Okay.
log back on.
Okay, I thought you were talking to me. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Records can't be shared. That's what it sounds like. Something's hooked. Because one of my spots on the module here, I haven't got. It's not giving me the information on the adventure, which I don't understand why. But yeah, bareback, just log off and log back in.
Will do.
Okay, I can bring that down.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Let me kick him. Our technical difficulties. Oops. Sorry.
Connecting. We could just say I rolled a 20.
Just roll an actual die and tell me the result.
Uh-huh. Come on, bareback.
It says connecting.
Yep.
Dun dun dun.
Bree, where are you at? What part of
Well, that right there where I got the blue arrow is where
No,
the
I'm talking about
the owl's
actual
at.
you in the US. Where I forgot where you
Atlanta.
Okay. What's up, crew? Monday players are watching now, guys.
Uh-oh.
Hey, like I said, they're 6th level now. They're special.
Yeah. I think they haven't missed as many sessions as we have.
No,
Yeah, I think we've missed like 8.
no, not that many.
I don't know if we've missed that many. I think it has been about 4 or 5
Yeah,
sessions.
it has
though.
been. There's been a handful for both Tuesday and Wednesday. Only a couple for the Monday.
Picking my character now.
Marivac
Yeah,
is
we'll
back.
see ya. So
All
check
right,
to
let's
see if you
try
roll
this
your
again.
initiative. Yeah.
Initiative or stealth?
Stealth. Sorry.
I thought he was doing something different from us.
It was stealth. You're right. Well,
That's
no.
not it.
No, you have to click on the dice next to stealth. There you
There.
go.
There we go. Hey.
Nailed it.
Hey, he's stealthy.
See, we could have
tonight.
just gone with 20.
I did better.
So the owl. How long do we gonna wait? What do we? It's just beginning nighttime. You see a few of the. Yes, they are crew. They've just kind of getting started with the module. So you see some of the new, the late shift getting started. Some of the other workers, previous shift, are coming out. There's several different other entrances, and they kind of exchange tools. You see some camaraderie, some, bitching and moaning. You see Malikio, she comes out and, stop your gabbing, get to working. And yeah, but they're far enough ahead of you guys. You guys are far enough ahead of them for the moment to watch this, at least this session. They're in the middle of they just got to Red Larch. Sorry. And the other groups are beginning out their business. Nothing's happening at the moment. How late do we want to go?
I guess we never did bother to ask them what time this happened.
Yeah. Well, let's set up camp.
I'll send my owl to fly around and look and see if they can see anybody heading this way. Circle the area.
Circles the area. It takes, he does a nice little carefree flight that probably takes a good 30, 45 minutes, just kind of making his way. And there's nothing standing out at the moment that he sees. Townfolk walking up down paths. You see a few miners come in and out. You see a couple of miners, a couple new ones that have come into the entranceway, and they make their way into the main, the big entrance. You see them go in a little bit later after the owl makes a swoop.
All right, yeah, okay, I'm ready to go to bed, guys. How long do you want to wait out here?
I need to wait as long as it takes, guys. This could
Sounds
be
like we're gonna need a tent.
this could be a brush with the supernatural.
Are Bart and Merrivac going to pitch
It's
a
a
tent?
couple of guys in masks trying to scare the miners for whatever reason.
We don't know that.
Yeah, but was there even a reward? Well, I guess I don't know. I really shouldn't be cared about a reward.
Yeah, the adventure is the reward.
That's right.
All right, tell you what, I'm gonna lay down over here and take a nap. You guys wake me up when they show up.
Yeah, take a nap.
All right.
Someone on my stream just said subcontract the investigation to hirelings.
There you go.
And I'm gonna have the owl keep an eye on me, particularly.
Specifically.
Like, especially against Merrivac, as well as these other guys in masks.
Oh man. So, within he's free, goes over behind a tree and lays down on a bedroll and he snores asleep. Radav, what are you doing?
I'm going to keep watch.
Merrivac,
I'm right there with him.
Bart,
I'm gonna curl up under the tree and start reading a book.
and Morthos, he'll hop on over there and roll out. He'll get his little bedroll out and he'll take a snooze. So the two of you are on watch. We'll do like the first deal. Give me perception rolls, Radav and Bart.
And the owl.
But the owl's watching you.
He's watching me in particular, but he is still watching.
Oh, I heard he was just watching you.
Wait, I'm on watch, so I'll be rolling perception.
That's perception. Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, not yeah.
They did better than the owl anyway.
You see, then something about midnight.
Spooks.
No, it's it gets toward the middle of the night. Two figures come out of the entrance of the cave, and they begin to move around. They come around the side here and are trying to they keep close to the wall, and as soon as they get to a bit of a clearing, I'm using this pointer here unfortunately, but they will shimmy up and they start coming around, position themselves here underneath this tree set. They're looking and they're watching an entrance that's over here on the other side of the quarry.
Do I notice any kind of ethereal glow around them?
No.
These are a couple of the miners playing a prank on their buddies.
Hey, wait. So can't this work both ways? Can we not like cast a spell like we're some sort of ghost and scare these guys off?
I mean, yeah, we absolutely could.
I mean, if that's all they are, I mean, why not like, you know, hit them with their own medicine?
So they just wait. They're sitting there, and they are waiting, and they wait. They don't see any of y'all. They don't look up toward where y'all are at. But
Are Morthos not having a nice nap?
yes, you're sleeping quite well, actually. Soft lullabies are whispered in your ear to each other.
I think not.
Y'all spoon.
No, we don't. No, sir.
He's
I
not
like
here to
Morthos.
defend. He's not here to defend himself. So, you know, what? Morthos is in trouble. Anyway, so they were waiting and they wait, and they, you know, no one. There's no one coming in and out, and they proceed then to thinking that, you know, you just don't know what they're thinking, but they get back, they wait and nothing happens, so they make their way back down and sneak across around the back entrance, and they go back in, you know, after an hour or so, and go back into the main entrance of the cave.
We should go look at what they were going to look at.
Wow, that was pretty anticlimactic.
You know what? So was the last cave of treasure we were in, all right? But we followed that through. So we need to go. They were looking into another cave. We need to go check that out.
Step off there. Okay. So,
If y'all want
yeah.
to go look, we should probably wake up the other two.
Thank you.
Let them sleep. Let them sleep, guys.
What are we doing? I had to step off for a second. But I'm back though. What lovely conversation did I miss?
We're going to go investigate that cave that they were looking into.
So who's going? Who's going to go investigate?
Well, I'm going to wake up Free and Morthos.
Thank you, Bart.
Say we're going to go check this cave out if y'all want to join.
Why?
Because Meryl back
We saw three ghosts. We saw three ghosts float into that cave.
3 ghosts float. That's not
Read out.
exactly how I saw
I
it.
will read out. Yeah, we saw 3 ghosts.
Maribak, quiet. Redev, what happened?
So we saw some miners come out of the main entrance. They
Look at
ran over to this. Yes, what?
Persuasion. You gotta buy it. You gotta believe me.
You should have saved that for an NPC, Maribak.
Man.
So continue, Redev.
Read out. Tell them about the 3 ghosts.
So these 3 individuals, he may have seen ghosts. You know, he's looking from a slightly different angle than I am. So maybe he didn't see feet, you know. But anyway, these 3 individuals, they kind of walked over to the side over where these trees were, and they stayed for about an hour and looked. They were watching another entrance, almost as if they were waiting for someone to come out, but no one ever came out. So after about an hour, they went back through the main entrance.
They dispersed. They were there.
Yeah, they did go through the cave entrance, so in that way they might have like apparated. I don't know. I couldn't tell.
All right, let's leave Harry Potter alone. So let's go into the cave where the guys went into. Sorry, Maribek. The ghosts. Let's follow the ghosts.
The one that they were looking into, that they were waiting to see if something came out of.
No, forget about that one. Let's chase the ghosts. Can you hear my air quotes? Let's follow the ghosts.
I need to know something was binding those spirits to that other entrance.
Sorry.
Do you guys not know how the spirit world works? They're dead. They're repeating the tasks of life, and in life they were staring into that hole. We need to find out what's trapping them to relive this nightly.
Why don't we go ask the guys who are wearing the costumes?
I don't know any guys wearing costumes.
So, have you seen your outfit?
Oh,
No, that's an outfit. Exactly, just like you said.
All right. So the mine entrance directly below the hill we're at. That's where they went into.
Yep, there is a main entrance kind of right there underneath the hill, and so when y'all come walking back over the dome, it's it's somewhat flat, but there is a curvature to it. Let me put it that way. And when y'all come up and over from your resting place here, oh, we got somebody. We got somebody.
He's a voice back. Of reason. Morthos, are you here to help me out?
You lose power, Morthos?
Yeah, there's a heck of a storm moving through down here. The power was flickering for about 5 minutes, and then it went out hard. It's been out ever since.
That's
the last said. Well,
nice.
23,000 out of power, so I don't think it's coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm looking at y'all's map right now. Huh.
So you're on your phone now?
Ooh, y'all are getting...
what's the battery juice at? Because I need you. Okay, Morthos.
Back is seeing spirits.
Morthos, just answer this question. If we are camped out on the hill where the other miners saw the ghost, and we saw the miners come out of one cave, but the miners, stare... Right. The ghosts.
No,
the ghosts,
you said the miners.
You're right. The ghosts came out of one cave.
With stone masks does not make ghosts.
We didn't see stone masks.
That's what the miners told us.
Morthos, if the ghosts came out of one cave, but stood in one spot for an hour, staring into another cave before disappearing, which cave would you go look at?
Came out of.
The one that they came out of, or the one that they were staring at for an hour?
Well, if nothing came out of the place they were staring, then whatever's in there is going to stay in there. So I would go after the two people. We know where they're at.
Right. First, it's not two people.
Marivac, you are outvoted, dude. Time to follow the party. Sorry, dude.
I'll make it up to you, Marivac.
Tell you what, after we go in this one and we find the guys and make them fess up to what they're doing, then we can go into the other mine and check that out. Okay?
Let's go.
Sorry.
Okay. Soon as you come. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody saying something. Okay.
No, I was just
mumbling to himself.
Okay. Yeah. Console him, because while they were watching and all that, you were asleep with Free and y'all were spooning. Just so you know.
Yeah, they had you.
We were not.
And that's who you sided with.
So here's what happens. You come out from behind your tree over here where things were kind of camped up. And when you come out and come through the area, you happen to catch, because your conversation was going on and this whole deal, two figures who were coming back around the... coming around, and then they run... and cut through the building.
Hey, do they run or float? Let's be sure about that.
The distance is kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I roll perception?
Oh no, you're pretty certain you think they're floating.
They are.
Where Free and the owl is going, they're walking.
The owl was flying at 60 feet speed, and and we're gonna follow him after him also. But the owl is going to catch them.
So the owl,
And you said they were running where?
they came as soon as they got out of the quarry enough along the edge and got to a little bit more flat spot. They came up the pathways here and went through a couple of the buildings straight, into the street area.
And these guys were wearing the
Yeah, were these ghosts in white?
No, they look to be just wearing regular clothes.
Yeah, that's exactly what a ghost would do.
Now, these are the same two miners that got scared last time. Their buddies are playing a prank on them.
But y'all have lost
All right.
sight of them from where y'all are at.
I mean, that does sound like
Was the owl able to
scared by the ghosts again.
So
Yeah, can the owl overtake them?
the owl's going to fly, but you give me, where do you think intercept? Where do you want if the owl's on his tree, where's the owl going?
The owl is going to fly. You said they went this way, right?
Yeah, they went between those two
buildings?
buildings. Yes, into that's where you saw them exit.
All right, so the owl is going to fly this way. I mean, he's flying up high too, so he's looking over the building.
I got you. I understand. He's
I'm assuming that these miners are going to turn south and head down towards the helm.
Mr. Poke Thanes. Oh, that's a nice interest there. Thanks for the follow. Okay, so the owl's flying, and give me a perception
He
check
likes
on the
ghosts.
owl. Yeah, he likes Mr. Poke Thanes likes ghost.
He does. Smart man.
Ooh, owl may not see anything. Let's see. What does the owl? Let's see what they get. Oh, and they could be more nondescript. So he will see that there are two individuals making their way close to the buildings. See them walking, and they make it to this here. Then they dart. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Here,
Across to the helm, right? And now down there.
they dart this way.
Okay, so are they going into the helm there, or are they going down the road?
They go down the road, and then they quickly.
Okay, so they go into the boarding house.
Yes.
All right, so let's go to the boarding house and rouse them out.
Wait, why are we going after them?
Those are the miners that got scared. They ran back to where they live.
Yeah,
Right,
they got.
I guess
I don't care. I want to know. I want to know what scared them.
Okay, let's forget about them. We can check in on them later. Let's
Yeah,
go back
it's
into the
obviously
mine.
some phantasmal force.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
You're going to be so disappointed, Miravac.
I have never been yet, except that last cave we were in. That was pretty disappointing.
This one's going to be disappointing too. All right, let's go into the mine.
All right. We're going to go into the main entrance.
Yep.
All right.
Wait, you say main entrance as in
That's
there are other
it's the big,
entrances?
yeah. Okay, so there's a bigger entrance is the one that's at the base of the hill where y'all were at. There are a couple other smaller, offshoot entrances, and one of them was across the way from the trees where you saw two individuals looking, and they were expecting something to come out of that, and it didn't happen. But the biggest opening is at the base of the hill here in the quarry.
I mean, we could follow the same route that they took, whichever one they went into.
Yep, that's the main
can go
entrance.
on
That's where we're going.
Let's do it.
So
Let's go bust some ghosts.
some ghost. And we're going.
If this works out well, guys, I might become a full-time Ghostbuster. I might leave the party to take this up as a full-time hobby.
Okay.
Why would you do that? That makes me sad.
Ooh, to hunt ghosts for a living?
Yeah, I'm not terribly worried about that outcome.
All right, y'all walk
wait,
in.
just wait for the Saturday group Merrivac crossover episode. That's
Spin off.
You walk in to the cave area, and you basically, you've got a definitely, it's a typical quarry setup. There's the outer stuff, but in here you've got a few offshoots. You've got definitely, it's wide open. It's pretty good size opening. Have a main entrance going in some way. Let me see if I can give you something that will help. And, well, come on, map. Stop it. You go in about 20, 30 feet. I need something better than this music.
something spooky.
Spooky, see? That's right.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
I'm gonna spook the hell out of these miners, though.
And
I'm gonna give me a giant size, oversized black cloak that will fit me and cover me, and I can go around scaring people. That'd be fun.
So a couple of off branches, 30 feet in, you see multiple tracks from, workers coming in.
Look for light also.
You don't see any light. You see a couple entranceways, and then several, 3 tunnel offshoots. They go directly into the unmined face of the hill.
Actually, you did say there are tracks there, so
lots.
Can we search for the most recent tracks and follow them?
You could try. Who's got the skills for that?
Yeah, without a ranger, we're not going to get very far on that, huh?
Well, survival is the skill for tracking, right? I have survival.
If you are proficient in,
I am proficient in
survival, roll her up. Let's see what it says.
Come on, roll well.
Dirty.
Too many tracks.
And you're right.
It
it says checks for follow tracks and hunt and stuff like that. Mortho.
Ghosts don't leave tracks, guys.
So Morthos is still not
ghosts
connected. So let me. Does he have it? I don't think Morthos does he?
I don't know. Does anybody else have survival?
Anybody else have survival?
I know Lauren.
Nope.
Nope.
Lauren had it. And he had, I think, a plus 7
So,
or 8 bonus to it.
You find.
Okay, Freddie, I'm not Lorne.
I know that. I know you're not. Thank you.
So, like I said, you find several, at least 3 tunnels that end with, it's basically rock face. And then you do find one that it looks like it's caved in, like there's collapsed. And it's, definitely been abandoned.
Maybe they died in that cave.
It's not like it's recent, but that's the 4 things that you find at the main one straight through ends abruptly in a rock face, and then you've got 2 branches that end in a rock face, and then an abandoned one. Like,
all right, silly
collapsed.
question, but there's no map, right?
There's no map.
Okay, just making sure I didn't, because
No map.
staring at nothing.
Yeah, I know you are.
I guess how about if we do some investigation and see if we find anything?
Where at?
Look for secret doors on those dead ends.
Yeah.
So go. Which one do you want to be at? There's
Let's
the one straight
do them each
ahead.
in
And
turn.
Okay, so pick
Let's
one.
start into the main tunnel and do all the
We'll
branches.
do that one number 1. So number
All right.
1, you're at the very end of the tunnel.
Oh, I got
and
10.
You didn't find anything.
Anybody else looking?
Yep. Hold on 1 second.
I'm not proficient in investigation.
You can use perception also, right? Stuff.
Investigation Which
Only
one?
investigation.
Yeah, whichever
Can you
one's
use perception also?
better. I'd rather it be. That's a good question. Would I want it to be perception as far as presence of something and your general awareness of your surroundings? Now, I want investigation.
Do you have to be proficient in it though?
Investigation, yes.
Oh, well, that's not me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not me.
What about what's Morthos
Well, I'll
got
take
it?
a roll at it.
No, he doesn't have it either. Y'all aren't very investigative. Is that what I'm hearing?
Guess that's just me, and I rolled a 5. Okay, I guess
Yeah.
So go to the next one. There's 17.
That is a blank wall or the abandoned tunnel.
I'm sorry, what?
You got 2 more blank walls and then the collapsed tunnel.
Okay, that was a blank wall. Let's do the next blank wall.
Nothing.
There's a 23.
Nothing.
Ooh, nice.
And then the abandoned tunnel.
Nothing.
Okay,
Give me
I guess,
but free. Give me
Yeah.
give me a perception check. You don't really notice it. I mean, there where the tracks, they all come into the different areas, and there are some in the abandoned tunnel area too, but they are you can't tell the difference between whether they're fresh or.
Instead of trying to see if they're fresh or not, can we see if any of them lead to a spot on a wall or something?
Give me another perception.
Or would that be you're looking at tracks? That would be survival.
It's just perception. You're trying to search and looking for something particular. So which area do you want to look at?
The same, either one. Let's look at the cave in first.
Okay.
And then backtrack, since that's where we ended up at. There we go. 24.
The hairs on the back of your head kind of stand up a little bit. Something maybe not right. Where you're standing in the collapsed area. There do seem to be a couple of tracks that head into a particular section of the wall.
All right. Well, in that section of the wall, let's do some more investigating. How about 22?
Investigating for what, might I ask?
Secret passages, hidden passages, trapdoors, something in the ceiling to look up. Look down.
Something catches your attention that the rocks are particularly placed
to allow someone to climb, maybe?
Yeah, they be moved fairly easy. They're not really, looks like they're collapsed in, like you would think. Maybe.
Well, maybe start moving some rocks and see what we find.
What do you know? Dung, 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 ding, ding, ding. And come here, map. You seem to find that they're moving a few rocks and they slide. There is another tunnel, way kind of hidden. There's a tarp that's hanging back behind the rocks. That's just the right color to look like stone. And you move the rocks and a couple beams out of the way, and there is a tunnel heading on deeper into the mountainside. And you guys,
all right, well, let's investigate this tunnel.
Find yourselves. Dun dun dun.
Hey, my token was spinning.
Not anymore. Here, is it locked or locked tokens? Shared a map. Oops.
I think you're possessed.
It's the ghost. Did I not share that with everybody?
You did.
Okay,
it's just gray. It's downloading.
Yeah, So give it a few minutes. There you go. You have a tunnel, and it is dark. There are no lights.
Oh my.
Oh,
right.
man.
Give me a light on a rock, please, Bart.
Yes, sir. It is your light rock.
I will move up there.
Let me.
Is that you making noise, or is that something we hear?
Who?
That is tough.
That's me.
I think it was
That's
something in here,
me.
guys.
So 40 feet, I should be able to see with the light spell.
You. Hold on one second. Let me find the right area here. It is a small tunnel, Free. You are going to be slightly cramped in here. Getting in.
According to the map, it looks like it's about 10 feet wide.
Tall wise, sorry.
Okay, height.
So you're
okay.
you'll be having hunched over a little bit. And so you're 7, right? So it's better, 8. So it's 10. So you've got a little room. Sorry.
Okay.
But not much other room there, and it's definitely roughly hewn, and you guys find your way into the tunnel. Who's got a light now?
I do. Yep.
Right.
Bart,
Redab,
give me
you
the
can't
light.
see in the dark either, can you?
Nope.
I totally
Okay.
can.
Actually, you know what?
I'm gonna snuff.
I give the light to Redev, and I give the command word to the mace I'm using, and it lights up also.
Okay.
Hey, Bart, can you put that light spell like on anything?
Yeah, I can put it on your weapon.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
but
say, could you like put it on my helmet or something?
He's going
Yes,
all
sir.
minor.
Of course, that'd be
On your helmet?
hard to hide, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, at least with a rock you can put in your pocket.
Yeah, that's true. I can throw it on the ground if I need to fight. Yeah, I'll just keep the rock in my hand.
If you put it on your sword, if you sheath it, obviously you can put it away if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
So, and you continue on. Well, yeah. What are we doing? We got the lights
All right.
worked out, so you don't hear anything, you don't see anything.
Hey, where's my owl at? I pull him out of his pocket to mention.
He's gonna fly. There's no room for him to fly in here.
Sure he is.
I can't.
He's a
believe
foot tall.
You and this owl.
You'll be having
Days
to hop around.
Days are numbered. All right.
While
So I'm going to bring up the rear, guys. I'll let you guys be in the middle.
yeah, I'll move up behind Free, and then I'm gonna cup my hands on the side of my mouth, and I'm gonna say, "Hello, ghosts!" Just as loud as I can. Okay. We're here to release your souls.
With our swords.
Awesomeness. Awesomeness.
Ervek, you really have to learn how to sneak up on people.
No.
They're dead, Free. We're not sneaking up on
They're
people.
not.
They know we're here already.
Ghosts do not tunnel.
They're probably old miners. They got trapped in a mine collapse or something. They're probably just want to get home. We're gonna help them.
I'm waiting for the open up the mask more so I can move the owl down.
Oh, yeah. The rock falls on him and crushes him. Sorry.
Rock falls, everybody die.
There we go. Boom. Boom. More. And the owl keeps flying.
Bart, is that as far as you can move?
No, I just like to take my time and try to stay behind walls.
Yeah. Duck and cover.
Because I'm trying to stay behind you, and I feel like I'm moving at a snail's pace.
Yes, I do that. That's why I'm usually in the rear.
Yeah, Bart has the idea that if nobody hits him, he won't die.
Yes, I stand firm with that idea.
Al notices that the cavern begins to head straight now. And
Oh, are we? Can we tell it? Are we going down?
somewhat. There is a definite downward slope that you notice. No doubt. And you have been walking for quite some time. See, what are we looking at? Each square is 10 feet in this setup, folks.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
the map takes
I
5
broke
feet.
it. I broke them down to 5. Sorry, the bigger squares are 10, so we're doing fine.
Okay.
Yep, I forgot it. So he gets here, and he begins to see a wide open area, large cavern.
Yeah, he has 120 feet dark vision.
You know what? He'll see what I want him to see. Hey, what that owl can see. He's blind. Anyway, the whole cavern opens up. To
Is there
his
anything
dark
in the cavern?
vision.
Is there anything in there?
There
There's
is
a door.
a door
Nice.
right here. And you see, you can basically, there's 5 foot wide. Actually, yeah, there's really only 5. Why does this show? That's definitely more than 5 feet. Anyway, I think that's description a little wrong there. Nothing else.
A couple well-used cloaks, water skin. All right. Have the owl do a search of the room, and
That's all he
looking.
sees. Yeah, he doesn't see. He doesn't detect any living creature.
All right.
Nope.
And come over here to the door.
Everybody can make their way to the door.
Actually, you know what? Let's scratch that. Let's get Marivac in there to check out the door.
Good call.
The door. Where's everybody else? Let's get everybody up here so where they're at. Everybody gets to the door. Morthos is
I
on
want
the
to.
door.
I want to flank on the other side of that door.
And freeze there. All right. The door is, come here. It's hewn rock, stone that has been carved. You know, it's pretty precise. The door, it fits. It will rotates very easily on a off the mechanism that's placed. It's dwarven made. You could tell probably from the quality that is there. It will open. It will pull out towards you.
Okay. Have Morthos check for
There's
traps
no
first.
locking mechanism. Okay, go right ahead.
Hey, the description says there's cloaks and water skins inside
Yeah.
the door.
Or a water.
Yeah, and a water skin. Are there anything interesting about those cloaks? Or are they just like old tattered cloaks?
So old tattered cloaks.
Are there any stone masks with them?
No, you don't see any stone mask.
And is there anything in the water skin?
There's a little water. There is liquid in it.
I'm going to take it.
Okay. Well, we can't roll for Morthos, so we need you to do it
I'm sorry. What am I rolling for him?
for traps.
Oh, for perception. He doesn't find anything.
Okay. And he says no locking mechanism, so
No, you can tell.
Pull it open.
Yeah,
Yep.
you basically grab it, and it very easily. I mean, very little effort opens up, and you begin to see a going in, levels out, and he begins to see two stone doors that are slightly ajar.
Are they doors or are they jars?
Everybody's a comedian tonight.
my minor joke was better than that.
Sad. So they're quite open, and here's what you see. Right. Those.
Maravek's gonna yell again.
No, I put my hand over his mouth.
Restless spirits, we are here.
No, I seriously, I gag him with my mouth.
All right, I'm gonna squirm. What do I got to roll to squirm out of this? Acrobatics.
I guess. He's trying to gag you. Okay.
Would that be an athletics check on my part then?
Sure. Oh, Maravek.
And in his ear I go, shh, there are people in here, not ghosts. Be quiet.
Ghosts were people.
No, you only can say. All right, you see these doors and stone reliefs. It looks, there's the description before y'all's rolls, and there's passage continues onward. There's no light. What are we doing?
Can you show the owl more than, since he can see 120?
Well, you know what? I'll show him what I want to show him. When he flies into there, what he sees up above kind of these panelings that continue on down that way.
That makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
What about the passages to north and south?
Well, you can't see from there's blockage.
Okay.
You're darn right, pal. I ain't giving it to you because he's gonna die. Which way is he flying?
He's not flying anywhere at the moment. Down the passageways.
Oh, you know what? You and your owl. The squat doodle dick. All right, yeah. So BC continues on both ways.
And to the north there, is that just a stone wall? 'Cause from the map, it kind of looks like it maybe opened up to the right, or is that just decorations in the picture? I'm talking about over there.
That's just stone. That's just stone. You see the path. It curves and then begins to straighten out kind of up at the end.
I'll have him fly off down to the south.
Stone slab falls and squishes him. He can tell from where he's at that the tunnel turns back in toward the west or whatever, which direction you think you're headed, and stops. There's nothing there.
Nothing there.
Oh,
all right. Come back up.
Rogue Raj in the bulwark. Thanks for the follow.
Okay. So I'll come back up there and then have him head off to north.
Yeah. Same thing. Well, he sees it takes a turn to the east. Now, how far are you going to be able to get away from this thing before he goes poof away?
He doesn't ever go poof away. It's just a matter of how far away that I can actually communicate with him.
He's going to go poof away. Yeah, Crew, he does it. He loves his scout. Yeah, they use one in the Monday game too. So.
They're awesome, despite what Duff thinks about
it. No, I just like messing. I like killing yours in unique ways. All right, Redab, what are you doing in the back there?
I'm just listening and looking, making sure nothing comes up behind us.
Oh, always the adventurer. Okay, what's the owl doing? He's just flying there?
Let's have him stop for a second. Let's have Morthos check these doors and they're going to close behind us if we go through them or something like that. Are they?
Oh, they can slide. They definitely, they're, looks like they can be doors.
I guess what I'm saying is have them look for traps to see if there's something that's going to make it slam as we get through it or something like that.
Well, let's see. Perception for checking for traps. He does not find any trapping mechanism.
Okay. Then
and they look like they haven't been moved in a while. They're sliding doors. Yep.
All right, so I'll come up here to the north, and then have my owl fly down further.
What are the rest of y'all doing? While he's going off that direction.
Well, I'm going to follow, but I'm waiting for everybody else to go through.
Maravac, what are you doing?
Go.
Burton, you'd be going. Look at him running off. He
always has to get in front of me. Have you noticed? But that's okay. He can set off the traps. That's all right.
All right. The owl finds a. Here you go.
3 human corpses reduced to a little more. Oversized rats. How oversized are oversized rats?
Giant.
Define giant. Are they 2 feet
big
tall?
Dog looking. Big Rottweiler dog looking.
Bigger than Maravac.
Yeah, pretty much.
Could I ride one?
You have to tame it first.
Okay. I'm gonna have the owl pull back to here and just keep an eye down that way. And I motioned the Maravac to let's fall back.
Come back. All right. You see them running. As soon as Bart and Redav come around the corner, you see them running back the other way.
Guys, what's going on?
There were a couple of really big rats in there.
I don't know.
About the size of big dogs. So, and the owl could hear some other noises in the room in there too, so there may be more of them. So, there were a few dead bodies that they were eating on as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
those could be the ones haunting the place.
Yeah, there could be other things too. So they could just be bigger rats. They could be other types of monsters. Who knows? But do we want to go in there and kill them, or just try to avoid them for now?
I kind of want to poke one of these panels.
Throw a stone on it.
Yeah, I was thinking use my hand to put about 10 pounds.
Before you do that, it says that they're rusty, they're stone. So I'm worried about as soon as we start walking under there, these things are going to collapse and fall. Now, obviously with Mage Hand, they wouldn't land on us, but they would make a hell of a racket and might alert whatever's in this place to our presence. That's why
we know there's rats to the north, and if they fall, it's going to block this path off.
No. Well, These are stone panels. Is that what it said?
Yep, it's just a panel.
Ceilings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would just fall on the floor and maybe break, but it wouldn't block the road, the hallway. How high is the ceiling in here?
What did it say? 20 feet?
I don't remember. That's why.
It's about, no, I'm sorry. That's the 10 feet high, 10 feet up. So.
Okay, and how low are these panels hanging from the ceiling?
Right, they look to be not even
several inches from one another.
A couple inches thick, hanging right up above the ceiling. Right below the ceiling line. So.
Okay, go for it. Mage hand one and see if it'll fall down.
Let's try it. Yes, mage hand and push on it.
Nothing happens. It just kind of. It looks like it's you see it slightly move, like it is a hanging accoutrement or something. It is hanging there, but it doesn't fall.
Right. Check the floor for pressure plates or something.
Who does?
Morthos.
We want him to check.
Check the floor check the floor for pressure plates.
He rolls he discovers nothing on the floor.
All right, Merovac, run through.
He'll sneak. He sneaks a little closer, and he does the check again. Looking, he feels confident. And he finds nothing. Steps back.
See, did he test the pressure plate that's like right underneath it? Was he able to do that?
Yeah, he stepped up and he was just kind of feeling around there. He didn't see anything out of the ordinary of the floor.
Okay, all right.
I'll step up and then do a little investigation there as well and see if I can find anything.
Not that you can tell. It's just seems to be a slab of just kind of suspended under the ceiling.
All right.
Yeah, that's all you can tell from looking at it.
I'll pop my owl into his pocket dimension, and then I'll bring it back out down here, and then I'll send him down this hallway and see what he sees.
He flies and he continues to see. And when he comes to a door there's a closed there, but it's just barely ajar. No, he can't squeeze through it, but it's just barely cracked open.
Okay.
Somebody's got to take the first step. I'll do it.
I was about to say I'll do it, but if you want to volunteer, go ahead.
Well, I took haste, so that gives you 60 feet. So if you sprint, does that mean you can get 120 or 90? Either way, you should be able to reach the end of the hallway.
Oh, you have haste. That's awesome.
All right, so I stand right there. I just want to stop. Let's see if anything happens.
Not a thing happens.
And I'm ready to jump back if I need to.
Not a thing happens.
All right. Hopefully there's no traps. I'm going to head down the hallway.
Everybody's moving. What's your movement distance? 30. Move your regular distance.
Okay.
Right. Hold on. So, not that I'm trying to cheat you, but get back here. All right.
All right. So on second thought,
well, it's called suspense, guys. Dun dun dun. Use the middle. Make sure you land up in the squares right. So and freeze there. Nothing happens. What about Bart? Where are you at? Or do you want more of those?
Yep.
Hey, why don't we follow the same path that Free goes? If nothing happens, we'll just follow his footsteps.
All right. Bart, you're there. Merovac, where are you at? Everybody So free, you take. They've moved. There's the movement so far. So take your next section of movement straight ahead. All right, Morthos. How far back do you want him from you?
That's fine.
Merrivac, pick your spot.
Okay, if there is something that if it falls on me or if there's a pit or something, hopefully nobody else will get caught in it. Actually, while we're thinking about it, I tie a rope around my waist and I toss it back to Redev.
Bart, where are you at?
I'm gonna hang tight here, just out of sight. I want to, I'm just making sure these doors don't shut.
All right. Get there. Where's everybody else? Morthos is going to be. He comes by. All right. Who's this? That's Merrivac. Here's what happens. Halfway to your setup, that would put you guys here. You hear a and the door pulls back in here, slides closed, and
I banished my owl to his pocket dimension.
you give me a dex check first, Foul. Give me a dex check. You're that fast. Say either one. It's, you better roll. Oh yes. Every one of these drops down, and what it is, it's plaster, and it crashes on your head. But what it is a 10-foot cage drops down from the ceiling every spot, and Redav and Merrivac are stuck between the two. Morthos and Free are inside the cage.
I lift it up.
And Bart is way back there. Then, let's see. 10-foot square.
Take my owl is not in as square, so I guess he should have been right there.
He's got squished, so you put him right by the door.
Well, he wasn't in the crack of the door. You said it was too small. He was just near the door.
He is dead. Here, you can put him right there. But either way, where he was in there, you're gonna get hit. So here, you didn't let me finish yet. Damn, he's just got. I need Redav and Merrivac to give me dex saving throws. You're fine. You were able to jump out of the way. You're stuck between the two cages.
I don't know how that's any better.
They're stuck, so you didn't get hit. They were in the center, so the cage fell on. You could have been squished or hurt by the cage falling on you, and you could have taken some damage. The rest of you are under the cages, and you hear. Let's see, the owl. Yeah, the owl will see the door shut. And
Bart, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. So, how big are these cages? I mean, do they reach the ceiling?
They roughly is it's a 10-foot cage by where I just had it in front of me. 10 by 10.
Okay.
Luckily, it lands. Yeah, it doesn't land on your head.
They're 10 by 10.
Yep.
So I grabbed the bottom of one side of it and I just lift it up and
give me a strength check.
Come on, roll.
You didn't budge it. You were caught unaware, so it's stuck on the ground for a second. You just hold your holy horses there, Free Walker. So, Morto, what Mervac and Redav, you have these big cages. Anything you want to say or do?
Well, I mean, I can't see Free trying to lift, so I'm going to try to lift the one in front of me.
Well, you're not in the cages. Can he go around them at all?
Yeah,
It covers the
like
whole.
inches.
It covers. Yeah, there is no. You have to. He's going to have to take time to crawl over. You have to basically spend the time, the movement to try to make a dex check to climb up to the on top of the cage.
Oh, okay. I thought they went all the way from floor to ceiling.
No, they are 10 by 10.
Okay.
There's a little room. You're not going to be able to stand on top of the cage. Let me make sure I'm reading that right because I did it a little bit different in the other group. Falling cage targets 10-foot square. Taking no damage to the cage. The bottom breaks and the cage seals them in. You've got to make the dex check to move it, and boom. The door's shut, and Mervac and Redav, Morthos is stuck. He can try. Does he have much strength? What's his strength? Oh, he's not bad. He can try a strength check. See if he can show Free how it's done. No, he can't.
So the question is, okay, so are we going to try to go forward?
You actually
Go through
see.
the door that.
So let me explain to you what you saw. When the cages came down, there is, I apologize, I knew I was doing this wrong. The ceiling looks to be about 25 feet high up. The bottom of the cages was hiding the true ceiling, and it was just plaster. It was a fake, stonework, and that's why it crashed down on them. But you look, those cages were still going up into the ceiling. And so there's room now that you can climb up and be able to stand up on top of the cage. And then you understand what I'm saying is that there's,
Yep.
Yeah, I got you.
So, all right.
So the question I have for the group is, do we want to try to move forward through this, hoping we can get that door open, or do we want to try to
Everybody can give
go
me
backwards?
initiative rolls.
Well, first you need to come help us get the hell out of here.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't know if y'all are trapped or not.
Sure,
you
you do.
see that? Yeah. Who's got the lights?
Yeah,
You have a light. I have a light.
Okay, that's right. I thought you had a light. I was remembering Free, your axe or your weapon or whatever has got a light on it. Yes, and Redab, you see that, and you can see through the cages that from the reflect or the shadows and all that. That Morthos is stuck inside one, and Free's stuck inside one.
All right. Well, I guess my first is going to be trying to crawl over this first cage.
Oh,
I call out to Bart and I say, "Close those doors, Bart."
Bart.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Yeah,
Try
you
to
can
pull
slide.
them
They
off.
slide fairly easily. They, the mechanism that there's no locks on them, but you can at least push them so that they fill the gaps and kind of section off both hallways there and form a straight wall across the entrance of both the north and south tunnels.
Try to hold that northern door closed.
Yeah, we'll shut them both though,
Okay,
and I'll stay by the north one.
Free. You're back to turn. What are you wanting to do?
I'm trying to lift this thing again.
Give me a strength check. Oh, Free. I'm sorry. You can't seem to get your fingers. You're such a big Goliath that it just can't seem to get up underneath the to lift off the. That's a shame.
I use my owl to assist me to give me an advantage on it.
Yeah. He flies up. He just locks on the top with his talons, and he's pulling up. All right, pass your turn. Mervac, what do you want
That's
to
what I
try
want.
to do?
You have to come help me.
Yeah, so you said I need to roll dex to see if I can get up on top of.
This is awesome, and you actually you have disadvantage because your size and all that. You don't have good leverage underneath there, Free. And so there's actually disadvantage on your strength checks. You guys
Why?
are trapped.
Just crouch down and grab low and stand
what
up.
it says. Isn't that awesome?
Bend with your knees.
Okay,
That
you need
doesn't
to
make
give
any
me a
sense.
dex check, Maravac, to try to climb up. Oh, man, you're trying, but you just can't seem to get a hold. It's just taking... You didn't make it up. Sorry.
I guess I'll consider it for my next turn. Can I use acrobatics to try to get up?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pass your turn. Redav, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to climb it, I suppose.
Try to climb. Acrobatics, dex. Get yourself up that. There you go. Redav was able to lift it. And he's standing on top of this cage, looking down at Maravac.
Can I
10
give him a
feet.
lift up?
10 feet, you could reach down and using your action to pick him up and pull him up to you.
Yeah.
A strength check, or just automatically does it?
Give me a strength check.
I'm tiny. You can toss me around pretty easy.
Oh my gosh!
He's
Probably
got a-
enough.
It shouldn't take much.
that's not bad. Yeah, you pull him up there. Now both of you two are standing on top of that cage. Anything else?
All right. I mean, can I try to? Well, I'm thinking. Is there enough room for me to jump to the next cage?
If you think you
That's
want
a
to try
5 foot
it,
gap.
yep, you can try to jump it. You can give me another acrobatics check.
All right, my acrobatics and dex are the same thing, so I'm just going to give it
What
another
about,
dex.
you have athletics? That'd probably work too.
Acrobatics. Or dex.
My
It's-
athletics and acrobatics are all the same thing. It don't
yeah,
matter.
Yeah, he's weighted down with armor. Let's see if he face plants. Oh, shucky darns. You went off the side and down. And you caught
I'm
your
still
foot.
5 feet forward.
Yeah, your foot catches and you fall and you hit the ground and you took 5 points of damage.
Gee, it's a lot of damage.
Anything else you want to
No, I think I'm done.
do? Bart, you back there
right.
minding your own business?
I've got these doors shut, right?
That's right. You took your time and you were able to get to them and push them shut.
Okay. These cages, are they iron cages or?
Mm-hmm. That they are.
All right. Well, for now, yeah, I'll just stay. Can I hear anything on the other side of this
Give me a perception.
stone door?
Give me a perception. Nope.
All right. I'll just yell and ask if they're okay.
Give me a check on the owl. Oh, it's
What kind of check?
just perception. It's just the only thing he's good at, other than irritating me. Nope. Okay. No, he didn't notice anything. He's too worried about you. He's like going, "How's it feel now?" In a cage.
He's
You're
never
in
been
your
in a
pocket
cage.
dimension.
My cousins have been.
All right.
The Monday
Just
guys, the
since I'm
Monday stuff.
small.
It seems to be affecting me on Tuesday now. So I'm getting here to get lippy with them. Apparently. All right. Anything else, Bart? I pass your turn.
Yeah, since I'm small, I want to cram a dagger against, and wedge it into the door to help me keep it shut.
Yeah, kind of like pitting it. Just to
Right.
make it hard. Which one? The north or the south one?
The north one, that's the one I'm
Okay.
trying to keep shut. The one
Okay.
where we've seen the rats.
Okay. Perfectly done.
And pass my turn.
Al, did anything he wants to do other than just sit there? Or is he going to fly over to you?
I guess that would be on my action, but that's it. It's passing.
All right. And 1 second, there's something happening here. The door sliding, and you see the first cage. You hear a and the first cage lifts pretty quickly up, and the door pushes open, and in the doorway we'll see and I have to actually open it up a little. There are some individuals sitting there. Yeah, we got you now. Ha ha ha. You're not going anywhere, little chickadees. Morthos' turn.
Are those the disembodied voices of spirits?
And you see that they are carrying swords, maces, and they all have crossbows which are loaded and are pointed toward Free. Morthos will try to do his strength check at disadvantage. Oh man, he just can't get a lift.
Why does he get a disadvantage?
Well, both of you do. Actually,
size.
both of you do. You get disadvantage on your strength checks because of the room. There's no, it's in the listing there. I hadn't forgot to read it, but you lack any good leverage from where you're at, pinned inside the cage, and you're disadvantaged on your checks. The way they built the traps. So the door slides open. The first cage goes up. This guy is sitting right. He's kind of positioned himself to look, and you can see his hand is kind of around the corner, pulling something. And these gentlemen move up. Oh, do they see your owl?
Actually, if you do think back, as soon as the traps fell, the first thing I said was putting him in his pocket.
I wasn't going to let you do that because you rolled your dex and you weren't fast enough, but you would move him. So I'm not going to take him totally away from you. I am going to get him though. I'm telling you what, I'm going to get him. Here they come. They're basically kind of lining up, waiting for the traps to raise up. Boom, 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 boom. Free, what would you like to try to do?
Actually, if they are raising the traps up, then I'm just going to hold my turn and get ready to move and attack.
Okay.
Yeah, but what if they shoot you through the cage?
Not much
what
I
if
can do
yours
about
doesn't
that.
go up?
I mean, crap. I'll try to do it. I'll try to lift it again.
Okay. With
Not going to work,
disadvantage.
but I will try it.
Never know. I get lucky.
Why is he at disadvantage?
The way the trap and the leverage, he can't get enough to lift and pull up on the trap. It's just what it says, man. I'm just reading the rules, man.
No, I was just curious.
Yeah, that's what it says. Character pin under the cage, lacks good leverage, and has disadvantage on strength checks, which is what you got to have to lift the darn thing up. Marivac, you are standing up on. Why is my music not playing? And
It's playing. It's just low.
it's low. I want to change it. I need something more.
Huh. So do I try to go and help or worry about these big bees?
Help.
I don't know. What do you feel like? You feel lucky, punk?
Cast shatter. Cast shatter.
All right, I'm gonna try to run and make the leap over to the next cage.
All right, I need a dex. Actually, that's okay. You make it over.
Can I I'll use my next movement because I still got some feet. I'm going to go and
Where's the
hop
trolls?
over on top of Morthos's cage.
Trolls tonight. No trolls tonight there, Kaz. Oh, you're on top of the cage now, so now he definitely can't lift it up. Oops.
No, I'm not worried about Morthos. So that was 20 feet. I've still got 5 more feet. Can I get down into this crack here and try to lift up Freeze Cage?
You're gonna try to lift up Freeze Cage.
Well, I'm hoping he's on the inside assisting me at the same time.
You can do it. He's already spent his turn. Or you can wait. Or you can hold and wait to hit his turn to help him lift it up.
Where are these thugs at? Oh, these bandits
They
at?
got one cage between Freeze Cage and where they're standing.
Yeah, they're essentially trapped on the other side as well.
Yeah, but that's one good roll away from hopping up and being in our faces. I'm gonna lift this cage up. It's like a little girl sees a car on her mom. She just goes and lifts that car up.
Wait, how are you talking? Aren't you still gagged?
No, that was with his hand. All right. So what am I rolling here?
Strength check there, baby. If you're going to try to reach up underneath there and prove your might.
Yep.
Roll well.
But I don't get any kind of assist or anything because he's there.
He's inside. He's at this.
I was trying to lift it. I mean, that's what I was doing.
He's been trying to, but unfortunately his size and massivity, that's a word, are failing him now in this small, cramped, quartered area. So
here we go then.
Try to lift it up. 10-foot metal cage. Here goes the gnome of power.
Wait a minute.
Do it.
Wait a minute.
Strength, baby. Come on.
Okay, I was just checking to see if I had anything else I might be able to use, but here we
Can
go.
you use
Come
bardic inspiration on yourself?
Can I?
Yep.
You know what? No, I'm not, because if I don't get this.
Never mind.
All right, well then in that case,
You
bardic inspiration on free.
probably popped a blood vessel. Okay. You have stars stars in your eyes right now. All
Plus
right,
8 free on that next one.
I got you. All right, pass your turn. Redav, what are you doing? Picking yourself off the floor.
Yeah, I got some ground to make up. So I guess I got another dex check to try to crawl on top of this cage.
You got to get yourself prone, so you spent 10 feet there. Now you got to climb 10 feet up. So roll me a dex. That gets you up. Barely gets you up. Standing on top of the cage. You've moved 20 feet.
All right, I guess I'm gonna try to jump across. Hopefully, I won't kill myself.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay. Roll it.
I didn't like the way you said that. Because now I'm thinking if these cages start to rise and be on top of it, that's going to be a bad thing.
You're going to try to jump it.
Yeah, I'm going to jump it. I'm going to jump it. I'm going to jump it.
Roll me acrobatics. He lands. Okay. You hit. Roll me a dex save. Okay, as you hit, you're able to balance yourself enough that the roof of the cage was bending, and from the weight, your weight, and hitting it and what you're wearing, you notice that it damn near almost collapsed in on top of Morthos. But you
that would have been bad.
were able to spread as you landed and see it. You took your legs away, spread them out a good bit. We're able to stop it. But
there's a Redab, always quick to spread his legs.
You're able to, almost went in with Morthos. Nice squish. All right, Anthony, you're done. Pass your turn. Unless you're gonna
So that's my movement, so I can't get down at this point.
Yeah, you're up there, because of the save, you position yourself to keep yourself from falling in. Bart, what you doing back there?
All right, so I'm guessing I don't really know what the hell they're all doing up there. Huh?
You see some lights and see Redab jumping, and you shadows, but it's hard to see because of your height, and those cages are kind of blocking. But
Right.
you can see shadows and movement way down the hallway.
As far as I
Cursing.
know, they wanted me to keep these doors closed, so
Mm-hmm.
I'll listen on the other side of it again, see if I hear anything
Perception
making their way
roll.
to it.
Nope.
All right, I'll just keep holding this door up.
And this cage goes up in the air, and take them, boys. Don't let them get away. And they step up. And actually, first Morthos will get a shot. What would you like him to do? Well, he can't really do anything. He could kind of stare up and go, well, thanks, Redab. I can't lift the cage now. Because you're standing on it.
Though. He has some spells. What kind of spells does he have?
Let's just see. He's got Firebolt, Mage Hand, Witch Bolt, Pasha's Laughter, Ray of Sickness. Yeah. You tell me. Yeah, that's what he's got. First level
Nothing really
spell.
sounds here.
You can't try a lift because Redab's on top of the cage.
Yeah, I guess he's stuck in there.
All right, it's their turn. So Bandit number 1 looks into you and tells you to put your weapons on the ground, or we will fire our crossbows into the cage. Tell your friends to stop, and just lay down on the ground and put their hands up in the air. You're busted. But he's telling you to
Bustin' makes me feel good.
either put your weapons on the ground or we start firing.
Okay.
You're gonna have to wait till our next turn, buddy.
What do you want to do, Free?
That was it, my turn?
Not your turn, but he wants to see you put your hand.
we gotta wait. It's combat
Okay.
tracker. We gotta roll through the bandit 2, 3, 4.
I drop my mace and I say, put your weapon.
You say it to everybody else?
Yeah.
I'm not even holding a weapon.
Nothing nobody else says either. But I dropped my mace.
I can see this is gonna go bad. And he mentions back again. He makes a noise, whistle toward the dude in the back, and your turn, Free.
Does the cage rise up?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, I'm going to hold my action. Hopefully it does. And if the cage rises up, I'm going to give them hands. Nice of them to group up like that.
You're holding. All right.
Yep,
Pass your
I'm
turn.
holding.
Mervac.
You're holding because you like them bunched up like that.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah?
does.
So you would not like me to take any action that would disperse said enemies.
Nah, shatter them away.
Let's see. Are they in a? Do I have to draw this out? They're in a 30-foot cone. Or should I draw this out?
No, you got all of those.
Yeah, you're right
Well, I
in front of him,
need
so it's free too.
That's what I mean, to make sure I don't get you.
I don't know what you're planning to do.
Yeah, what do
If you're
you
doing shatter, you can definitely get them. If you're doing something else, I don't know what you.
So I've got stuff up my sleeve here, but just to confirm, so if it says a cone,
It starts from you.
That starts in the middle of the square and goes out.
Let's see what
Before you got them, and plus with the cage in the way, I don't know how effective that would be.
Free would take some of the damage. There's no doubt. Even if he were to step, considering in the square, but really, either one.
Well, you know what? How would it work then if I tried to get on top of the cage and then coned in the direction of the guys?
That would work.
Feel okay with that, Duff?
If you want to take a chance of them not shooting you, they could have held their
Yeah,
actions.
I'm gonna scurry up and just say, "Hey guys, I don't have any weapons. Please don't hurt me."
And he tells you to get down here with us. Then
You got it. So should I acrobatics to try to get up first?
yeah,
or
you got to
down?
try the acrobatics. You made it up. You're on top of the cage.
All right. So let's see what this cone's gonna look like.
Draw it out somewhere in the top area, and then you can drag it back on top of yourself. How big's the cone?
Whoops.
15.
Yeah.
30.
Okay, so
Right. Let me just.
keep drawing it out.
Yeah,
It's a 30-foot
30-foot.
cone.
Yeah.
So it's
In the middle of a square.
well. That's there. You go. Yeah, and now you put the cone. So
And
put
then how do I do the rotation, like the angle?
There
you
should
grab
be at the end.
in the middle of the arc. In the middle of the arc.
Yep. Now drag it down to yourself there.
Yep. Drag it to yourself in the middle of the square that you're in. So I will move you aside for a second. Put it in the middle of that square. The tip of the cone.
Wait, is that the
Right
the
there,
middle?
just like that, and that's all. That is everyone inside the cone. Yep, you can
Including the thug over there?
including the thug.
Nice.
Okay?
Well, I'm just going to try.
And Free is actually out of the way. He is underneath you.
I'm going to try. I mean, because we just leveled up, so I want to try at least one new spell.
Yep.
Is this Cone of Cold?
No.
No. Oh, Fear. Nice. Success, fail, success. Nice.
Missed one bandit.
Did I?
Looks like
3 and
number
6 saved.
6.
The first and the bottom one saved.
Oh, really? It's got. Yeah. Hold on. It shows.
Actually,
He's got them all. He's got them all in the rolls, but it looks like in the targeting he's missing bandit 6. But go ahead and roll your damage. 6 took. He made a success. So.
Well, there's no. Is there?
It's Fear. It's not
Yeah,
damage.
it's fear. They just need to dash speed, run away as quickly as possible.
Just you should have the effect. So click on the effect,
Yeah.
and it should drop it on all of them.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Except you don't have all of them targeted in the combat tracker. It says.
well, number 6 made hit 3. That's what I was trying to look at. Free.
I got
3.
you. They succeeded, and so they dropped off as
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, very
Yeah,
good
so it
call.
looks like-
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
1, 2, 4, 5, and thug.
Okay, so let me make sure. Let me see. I'll read it. So
They
I
all got the
understand.
effect on them already. Frightened.
They can't move closer to you. Must take a dash action and move away to the safest route possible on each of its turns. Unless okay. Boom. Anything else?
I'm gonna hop back down off the cage, so that way Free will be able to not have me on top when he throws it off in rage.
All right. Let me see now. Hold on. 6 and 3. They perceive what has just happened here.
And you can get rid of your cone now, Merrick.
6
Yes.
does. Okay, so they both do. Since they saved, they understood something hit them. Merrick, he shoots. See, which one's 3? Okay, 3 shoots at you.
Well, it's not his turn yet.
They were holding.
Well, it's the top of the order.
They can hold their action if they do something. They were holding. If he did something they didn't like, they were going to shoot, and they just figured that they got hit with a spell, and they're popping Merrivac, and one's popping you. They were able to hold 2, just like you guys do. You just don't get to know it.
Just 3 and 6.
That's only
I'm not
ones. The
worried.
rest of them are getting ready. Yeah, the rest of them are in frozen fear. But they two succeeded and understood something had just hit them. And what happened to the first one? Missed you, and the other one tries to pop free and misses too. So it doesn't matter. All right. Anything else? You jump down out of the way. You're behind the cage.
And then Bardic Inspiration onto Redav, hoping he'll use it for his strength to get that cage off free. Or somebody.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's right. Free, you were holding your action if they pulled the cage up. Okay. All right, so you, Redab, you see this happen.
Yep. So I'm going to slide down off the cage, and I'm going to try to lift the cage off of Free and use the Bardic Inspiration to do it.
Oh, hold that until you roll it. But can I assist him?
Yes.
And,
now you can. Yeah, you could give him an aid and say it's
I
advantage.
assist him so that he can have advantage.
Advantage, correct. He helps you concentrate. Let's move this pesky bird out of the way. And
Yeah, I accidentally grabbed Morthos' token
that's
there, by the
fine.
way.
I got it. You're down there now.
Bad advantage for your roll.
Yeah, you got advantage on the roll.
You don't have to roll the Bardic Inspiration unless you need it.
Need it. Yeah, you can use it if you want to. So
All right, so I'm still doing a strength check.
it's a
Yeah,
strength.
make sure you click the advantage button.
Listen to him. He wants out of this cage.
There you go.
He shows, this is how you do it. And he lifts it and is able to pull it up, and it catches hold, the mechanism, and it starts to go up as he's lifting it up.
All right. Now it's time to kick some bandit ass.
And then it's like a caged animal. He's just waiting, frothing at the mouth.
Remember, we're here for ghosts.
He's about to make some.
Yep.
All right, you ready to have anything else? You're holding the cage. Your action really is kind of keeping that and pushing it up, and you're tied up with that, really.
Yep, so
All right.
my turn's essentially over.
Yep. Bart, what you doing back there, buddy?
All right, I'm guessing that I can hear some crossbows and stuff
Yeah,
going
and you
on.
hear some, monster, bad monster there. I'm running away.
All right, so I'm gonna take my other dagger and cram it into the
South door.
top side of
Uh-huh.
of the south door.
Okay,
So try and pin them both off,
okay.
and then I'm gonna try to
Give
climb
me
up on this cage and see what I can
Acrobatics
see.
check, please. Oh, you didn't quite make it. You were trying to get a handhold and you fell back down on the ground. Sorry.
Okay, then these are iron cages, right?
That's correct.
I'm gonna acid splash a hole through this.
You're going to be there for a while.
You're going to be there a while.
Well, how strong are you? They've been
well-
here forever.
I guess.
That's
roll me an attack roll then.
Just ass blast right up on top of
I was
them.
going to say, why don't you do that?
We've gone a whole day here without any ass blasting.
10
I
foot,
still have
isn't
to
it?
cast a spell.
Yeah, cast a spell and then use it.
It has to be an actual spell. A cantrip won't work.
Oh, cantrip won't work. Gotcha. Okay.
No.
In that case, don't do that.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I can't see any of them, right?
Not really, not good. Not a good view of them. You know, there's some lights and shadows, but you don't have a good angle on them because of the cages. And there's
Target
so many.
the owl.
Please, I'll give you inspiration.
I'll give you inspiration.
I think you're stuck back there, Bart, unless you want to keep, you know. You could open up one of the doors and go through the hallways and see if you can come around the other side.
Yeah, I could. Okay. I'll try again next go round.
All right, now these guys have to book. How long does that last, that frighten? 10 rounds? Is that what it...
Got a duration of 10 on them.
Okay. They have to use a... Did I read that right? They have to use a dash action to run?
Yep.
Run away! Run away!
And use take a dash. All right. Let me count this off. That's 60.
Does
60. Okay. 10,
1 and
20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay. 10, 20, 30.
does Free get opportunity on Bandit 1?
How could he get him through?
Well, the cage is lifted, and I'm right there.
But you don't have a weapon in your hand.
Punch him. You got a
Punch you in the
bare-fisted
face.
I'm willing.
or kick or something? I mean,
Trip him. Make him go prone.
yeah, trip him. Something.
You gonna try something before he runs away?
If I can punch him, I will.
No, punch him. You were holding an action saying that you were going to attack him, so the cage is up. So
Yeah, so I'm not sure how to do that. So that's just a strength attack? Strength
well,
roll?
roll me. You would like to have a dagger attack. You have your dagger listed. It's an unarmed
hand
strike. It's like an unarmed strike. What's your
I got a hand axe. I don't have a dagger.
hand axe?
It was strength and proficiency, so it'd be the same roll.
There. That's what I was wanting to see with the. So roll that.
Oh, what? I'm not sure why I rolled that twice.
You hit your owl. Awesome. You hit.
I forgot I had him targeted.
Oh, the axe flew, and it hit the cage above and ricocheted
I didn't
back.
have a weapon. Remember, I was punching.
Oh, come on. That's true. That's right. All right. So that was a 17, though, wasn't the attack?
Yeah, it hit the.
It got the bandit. I just dragged it on him, so you're good. Oh, I see what you did. I got
But
you.
what's the damage, though, is the question.
It's an unarmed strike to 1d4 plus your strength.
I don't know. That's what I was asking you.
Yeah, just roll a 1d4 plus your strength and tell me what your strength modifier is.
It's going to be 4 with the ogre gauntlets.
So 6 total, right?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yep.
6. All right, he got a bloody nose. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That is...
Did I get an opportunity attack on both of those guys?
Who?
No, it's a reaction. You only get one round.
The owl.
The owl is going to hang back there and do nothing. He's not going to tempt fate.
He kind of damn. No. Morthos is kind of
not only that, but he is going to land between the cages here.
totally out of sight for anybody. Morthos comes back behind the cage and he kind of does this. He wishes he had he pulls out his little. He's got like a little metal mug, and he starts clanking it on the bars, clank, 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 and he's like, "Hello, someone out! Let me out of this damn place! I'm tired of being in here. I didn't do it." And he's like trying to hit Redab in the head with it to get him out because he can't lift. All right, number 3 sees. Number 3, number 6. They back up here,
Nice.
push the door shut and fire again at Free, since he is free. 6.
Yeah.
Listen to him. Yeah, that ain't nothing. All right,
All
Free.
right. So as my bonus action,
Don't you-
I'm going to summon that mace back into my hand as my my war bond, and then I'm going to run up here and bash number 6 with that mace. Okay.
sound a little perturbed, Free. You need anger management.
Nice damage. And with my second attack, I'm going to hit him again. Nice. Dead. I like 2 attacks. That's nice.
What's up, Rob? All right, Marivac, what do you see? What do you want to do?
So this cage in front of me, this is gone. Like I
It's
can
up. It's
move
up.
around.
It's
There's no
back up.
problem.
All those cages in front of you to the door are back up. Yep.
Okay, so I've got a clear shot.
You have a clear. There's nothing between you except Free. Free's butt.
And I'm not between them.
Yeah, I know, but you're menacing over the bandit.
I bet he's afraid. Nice.
I ain't
Good
afraid
shot.
of you. The believers will get you. The believers are gonna kill you.
Believers. The
believers.
I believe in
Buddy right there.
The believers are gonna kill you.
I'm going to kill
wait.
your damn believers. Just
Think
you wait.
are. You
I
got
believe in ghosts.
You're not going to see it though, because you're dying next, buddy.
This
These guys are real mature.
Oh, you should have heard me last night with the goblins. It was bad. All right, Redav, what are you doing?
Can Morthos assist me on lifting this thing so I can have
Yes,
advantage
he
again?
can. He says, "About damn time." Just sit over there.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
Cheek.
yeah. It's
All right,
up.
It goes up too. All right, so you're pushing it up and helping him get out from inside the cage. All right, pass your turn. Bart, what's
Good
up?
job, Rita.
All right, so I done fall down once.
Again. Try again.
At first, you don't succeed.
I do believe I will pull my rope out of my backpack, cast Mage Hand, have it tied off to the top, and simply climb my way to the top of this.
There you go. At least it's not my face, Eleanor. Let's get in the Eris to the face. All right, so you have climbed up 10 feet.
All right, and I want to try to make it
try-
over to the next one.
Acrobatics check, please.
Good.
Watch this. He's gonna fail it.
Here, hold my beer.
Oh no! What kind of and he falls face down. You hear this elf go, "Oh damn it!" And
At least he fell forward.
he fell forward and took 4 points of damage. Face planted. All right, Bart.
Okay.
You're done.
I'm going to grab my knee and just go.
Hold
gonna
on.
stay put.
Hold on. Yeah, I thought so. I got to deal with some people, some runaways.
Run away!
Yeah,
Run
pretty
away!
much. Some runaways. They're coming this way. Five, 10, 15. Yeah, they're roughly in here. All right. Close enough. All righty. Al is going to just kind of hang there between the cages, isn't he? Because he really
Yes,
doesn't
he
feel
is.
comfortable around cages. You understand that. So, just saying. He's not happy.
He is not in a cage. He is beside a
He's just
cage.
letting you know that he is quite perturbed by being near a cage. Morthos, what would you
I
like
wasn't
him to
too
do?
fond of being in that cage either, so I understand.
Morthos he's gonna just
Yes,
chill.
but I was your knight in shining armor.
You sure were.
Oh, damn. You don't give me ammo like that, guys. I'll take it. All right, yeah. So Morthos is pissed and missed. All right. Oh, Bandit 3. Oops, come back here. My bad. He's gonna drop his. Only thing he can do is drop his crossbow. Try to give a sticky stick. And misses. Now, your turn, Free.
All right. I get in here.
Oh,
Goodbye.
did he die?
And can I pull that door open?
You have to move his body out of the way. They're both laying in front of it, and it opens inward. So you would have to take the rest of your
Okay,
other
I'll move
action,
that way.
to move the bodies out of the way. So hold
Right.
on, you got to get him out. Hold on.
I just grab them both by the scruff of the neck and I drag them out of the way.
Pull them to I guess to the left of you, kind of in the square.
Just
out of the way of the door.
drag 'em,
Right.
Yeah, back towards where the other guys.
All right, Marivac. Pass your turn, Free. Sorry.
Sorry.
All right, I'm running as far as I can up.
We gotta open that door up. Don't get in the way of it.
Yeah, you're getting in
Oh
the way
wait,
of the door.
wait, sorry. Which way does I thought
The door?
so
No,
it's
it
gonna-
opens in. It opens in like where you
It
see it here,
opens-
and there's two bodies just to above Free in the square, so you'd be kind of standing on top of two dead bodies.
Okay, hold on. So I'll move. This should be 20 feet if I move to this spot.
Right here. You're on top of the bodies.
Yeah, I'll stand.
Yeah, but you're out of the way of the door. The door's gonna.
Can I do my last 5 to move here and then push the door open,
Or you gotta pull it open.
or pull it open?
Yep.
I meant push it up against that
Yep.
northern wall.
Yep. You can pull it.
And then do I see into the room at all?
Yes, you do. And you see this.
No, they're all gone.
Oh.
Crap. I was hoping to get a shot off, but
And
All right. Well, I'm just going to move.
You walk in, and then you see the same thing. Piles and the chains, and looks to be a small human chained and on the floor. No,
Like,
pinned. Sorry, he's pinned. Sorry, he's got the rocks. It's kind of placed on top of his arms. He's kind of face down he's right here,
Where that pile of rubble looking stuff is?
right there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
what's right there? I'm sorry.
The small human. You see a small being there, humanoid.
Okay. So that was
30.
my normal movement. But can I dash and get over the rest of the way over there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can 30 feet. Certainly.
And I can't really do anything, but I can at least get a closer look. I mean, that's not an action or nothing, right?
Looks like a small
Ghost.
boy. No, small boy.
Can I tell if he's alive or dead at this point?
Not yet.
Okay.
can-
And I can't do anything else at this point, right?
That's right.
Guys, there's a small boy over here. Help!
Bart.
I'm gonna yell back, to hell with that boy, find a switch to get these cages out of the way.
That's what Bart says.
But until then, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to tie my rope off to this one
All right, you get 10 feet up.
and get up there.
Uh-huh.
And guess what I'm gonna do?
Come on, try it again. Try it again. Acrobatics. Come on. Come on. This would be too good.
And
Oh, he made the hop. That's another 10 feet.
okay, let's try it again.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, he made
Nailed
it. You're, there you go.
And that's the end of it, right?
You're 30 feet regular movement. You can
Yep.
dash. You still got. Do you think you're that good?
He really wants you to fall, Bart.
Okay, I'm game.
All right.
I will dash.
There you go.
That gets me another 10.
Yeah.
So I can do it 2 more times.
2 more times. That's right.
Actually, where Morthos is at,
Yes.
that cage is lifted,
That
right?
case is that's right. One more,
You only need one more.
and then you can take 10 feet to move down. Yeah.
Okay.
Can he do it? Can he do it? And he takes the full damage this time. He really hurts it. All right.
And I'll grab my other knee.
Oh,
And
All right,
you'll
hold
find
on
that damn
for that.
switch.
okay, so the
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
get.
well-
Hold on. I've got the guy's turns, and I've got to deal with him real quick. You're frightened people. Which way are they going?
which way did it go?
That's right.
That door on the far side, is it open? Since they ran through there in fear, would they have thought to
It's-
close it behind them?
That would be a good question, and I will check with a wisdom check.
At disadvantage?
It actually did roll a disadvantage because they're still frightened there.
Good.
Bakaranzai. Look at you. I know my rules. And it is actually.
I was asking because I didn't know.
Yeah, it is open. Slightly open.
Oh, nice.
You notice that there's no locking mechanisms on the door.
Okay.
The owl's not going to do anything, or is the owl just...
The owl is going to...
Hold on. I want a dex check from the owl. Bart came up and over and fell, and the owl is on the floor. And give me a dex. Oh, you cheating... What's two of them?
I only rolled it once. So,
The 2.
I did double click it.
The 2.
Did it do it twice?
Bart falls on the owl and squishes it.
Okay.
I'm going to get it. I told you. Way to go, Bart. You've got owl feathers in your mouth. Yeah.
No, he doesn't, because it vanishes when it dies. It doesn't leave a trace.
You remember when it goes out with uncontrollably, it leaves. Ask Morthos. He knows all about it. Okay.
That's just what it says in the description.
I know what it says, but it's house rules. House rules.
Okay.
Anyway, he's fine. It's poofless, and then all of a sudden, you hear Free go, "Damn it, Bart!" And Morthos.
The last vision was Bart's sphincter.
Yeah, the close up of the ass.
That's what Free saw through the owl's eyes.
I wasn't looking through his eyes at that point.
And
Kind of hard to do that in combat.
Awesome.
comes over here, and he finds the switch.
Hey, just leave him. Let him climb over.
Okay.
Okay. We climbed
Free,
over.
your turn.
All right. I'm going to
You killed his owl, Bart. Way to go. You get inspiration.
come over here and actually, you know what? I'll leave Redav to check on that guy. I'll come over here. We'll look through that
To
door.
the door. Okay. All right. And what are you two doing? You see another chamber. You've got yours. Is your light like a torch? 20 and 20.
Yeah. Yes. 20. That's exactly what it says. Same as the torch.
Thought so. Click the mask, Duffy. So, and there seems to be something just out of view.
Okay. Sorry, I need to pass my turn.
Maravac?
All right. Checking on this little kid. And I'm asking him,
He is you.
"Kid, are you dead? Are
And
you
see
real?"
dead.
I'm going to just poke his cheek and see if he's ethereal or flesh.
He is definitely alive. You can see that his chest moves, but he's drifted. You eyes flutter, and then he drifts back in and out of consciousness on you. and he kind of is weak.
He seems really tired.
He's very weak, and open. His eyes kind of flutter. And let me go.
Can I? I'm gonna drop a healing word on him.
Okay, so you're gonna heal him some points.
Yes, please.
That's fine. It give him some points, and he, you kind of see him breathe a little bit easier, but he's shaking, and all he's got on are the ragged shirts, not even what's left we consider a shirt, and pants the same way. He's filthy. He's got these rocks that are stuck on his, they're basically laying on top of his arm, so he can't move. He's just, let me go home, please.
We'll send you home, kid, but where are the ghosts?
Oh my god.
They're in there with the believers.
The ghosts
Wait,
are with
what?
Nice.
The believers.
There's ghosts with the believers, guys. Bart, get your ass in here.
Don't go in there. And he falls, kind of passes out again. Reed Ave.
Okay, so there's not really any more healing I can do to him than what Bart's already done, right?
Yeah, this boy's has seen some bad moment. Yeah, he's better off. He gave him healing. He wasn't dead. He wasn't like dying. He's close, but he, like I said, he is cold, thirsty, and he looks like he's got some bruises on him too.
Let's send Bart back to get one of those cloaks. Hop back over all of those cages.
Okay, so I want to kind of look around the room, just a casual glance, and see if I can see any kind of control panel or anything that controls those.
Yeah, Morthos
cages.
is standing right in front. He's got his back to it. It was a
Oh,
pull
nice.
pull mechanism that was one was, you can see a row of them, of mechanism levers that would pull to raise and lower the cages.
Okay, so
Are the first two or three of them pulled?
Yeah, they're back up, and then other ones, it looks like they're down, but the ones you push back up reset, but the levers are in the down position as though they were dropped. And then the ones Bart's been hopping over, those are in the drop position too.
okay, so I can walk over there and easily tell which ones are in the down position and and just raise them, right?
But Morthos
All right,
was told
so-
to leave them up when Free ran in the room. So Morthos gotta do what the big guy says.
Okay, well, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to lift up the cages so that Bart can get through.
Bart on a cage? Damn, no, he's not. Okay.
I checked. I went down the hallway to make sure first.
All right, so chink, 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 and they all start getting pulled up. And Bart, you see that you have a clear hallway now. Bart's just sitting there. What do you do, Bart?
All right, so I'm going to dash all the way into here. And as I'm brushing feathers off of my shoulders and my clothes,
That's
I'll
right.
say, hey, thanks, guys.
All right. Great. And actually, these guys, where did they go? All right. And we'll drop us out of combat for the moment. All right. So we are, for the moment, I'll keep the tokens locked though. You're in the room. There's nobody with you except for the boy and all of the rest in your group.
All right.
I'd like to see if we can tell what the inscription on the stone says. Maybe Arcana or History.
Actually, it is in common once you get close enough to it, and it says, "Displease not the Delvers."
Ooh.
We're not displeasing. We're clearing out the guys that are in their place. We're doing them a favor. Even if they are all dead and gone. All right, so I think we are wrapping up here.
Yeah, we'll hold right here. It's a good spot. You've got the kid here. You're manning that door. The other guys are here, and Bart's got what he thinks are pittons, his daggers, and the doors back to the west. So we will call it for the night, and then because we'll get Morthos to go get the storm to pass. Hopefully, we'll be in next week. So,
yep,
nicely played, guys. Having fun with it. Having a little jokes, and I know, I'm so sorry that Al gets picked on.
Sure you are. I believe that too, Duff.
It's heartfelt. I'll tell it to the camera. So I'm having fun with it. Good job, guys. Stream, thanks for watching. Had a good people watching today. Plus some of the Monday guys were there.
Nice.
And they can watch out, see how they went through it, and how I played it differently. I'm sure there was some stuff I made do it a little different. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Let's Bart, thank you. If there's anybody else, I'm trying to be around on Friday night. We can hop on. I'm going to say to all the groups, we can go through the character sheet and re-add some of the stuff in that you like, your sorcery points and where it should go.
Okay.
And if you want to, just hop on and look for me on Discord, and we'll make that set. And if not, I'll see you guys next Tuesday then. So,
all right,
we're done.
Night,
Thanks
guys.
for playing, guys. Good
All
night.
right, guys. Thanks.
See you guys.